The House Pub, and we're about to set off to Scunthorpe away. It's Tommy, big shout out to young Alfie, who the other day asked, told me about liking the videos, and his younger brother. So today, well, let's first of all get back to Friday's game. The sun is shining, the weather is spit wheat. What a lovely hot summer's day here at Boundary Park. I went to Altrincham on Friday, and once again, there was a lot of annoyed people leaving that ground. I was one of them. I was a bit critical of the performance at Wrexham, but that today, 2-0 up, and yet again, we threw a lead away. My mate said it's like the Gateshead game happening all over again. We're 2-0 up. I won't say we bossed the game, I won't say we dominated the game, but we're in control. But yet again, we take a lead earlier on. Yes, we got that second goal, but there's no urgency from them. We just sat back, and we just let them come at us, and both their goals came from nowhere. And it's like, okay, Unsworth, you're on the bench managing, but then players, this has happened over and over again. It's becoming a familiar pattern. You need to explain yourself. You need to take responsibility, but you need to get this into their mentality. Play to the whistle. Stop throwing points away. Imagine all these points we've thrown away now. We could be higher up in the table. We could have been chasing a playoff spot. Instead, looking over our shoulders. Don't get me wrong, I still think we'll stay up. I still said 4 points is needed. But if Scunthorpe win today, and other teams pick up points at the moment, we don't look like winning a game. The worrying thing is, 50 years ago, next year, we were Division 3 North champions. I'd hate it if we were playing in National League North. But you know what? I'm not going to go down there. I still think we'll get out of it. I still think we'll stay up. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose at Scunthorpe today, because they've got nothing to lose. It's last chance saloon for them. They really are in the shit, as we know. But for me, it's like, I'm not going to laugh at them. I'm not going to look down my nose at them for the simple reason that could have easily been us on the Lemsigans. Now, I said off the pitch we got it right, but come on, we need to get it right on the pitch. And I probably said this in every other video this year, and I will say it again. End of the day, we need to start looking forward. You can have your season tickets at whatever price, whatever discounts. What will get fans back through that turnstiles is a winning team. Now, at the moment, a crowd's still there. 7,000 on Good Friday, 7,000 at the 5th level of English football to see us play Altrincham. And yeah, okay, they're not that far from us, but they didn't bring a massive amount of numbers. So the appetite is there. But we want to see something on the pitch now. We want to see that little bit more from us. We want to have these winning games. I was talking to a girl, I'm not going to name her, who does a lot of football with a lad. And at Wrexham, she said that a lad, although he's there, he's starting to ask why we're not winning games. He's starting to get a bit annoyed. And this is the thing, when these young fans now who've took to Oldham this year, we need to keep them. But if we're going to keep playing like that, or putting performances in where we're not killing teams off, where it's just like, feels like, all right, we've done our bit. It's like the players forget a match is for 90 minutes. Stop taking your eye off the ball. Stop switching off at key moments. Okay, that game should have been seen off. Okay, it's not about, all right, I know I like a bit of fancy football, but that team should have thought, right, okay, let's get a third one. The defending should have been better. So, what I'm about today's game, like I said, it's not going to be an easy one. I've had a fair few good trips to Scunthorpe. Let's not forget last year, I always remember that famous 1-1 draw when Gary MacDonald's goal. I've seen us win there, Ian Doyle scored. I've also seen a few dull draws and the odd defeat. My first ever trip there was in the 2003-4 season, and we lost from the League Cup. It's not the best ground. I know they had plans to build a new one, and they never came to fruition. I'd like us to win tomorrow. I'd like us to get that win, which will secure us mathematically. But I'm not going to take anything for granted. And I tell you what, I'm certainly not making any predictions other than that the fans will be there. And if we're winning, it will be a joyful, positive atmosphere. But if we lose, I can see it turning toxic. I can see fans straight away being on Unsworth's back. And I don't like them atmospheres. I don't thrive off them. But I can fully understand why. And this being like the last local-ish away game from some fans this year. Well, it's the last local away game anyway, but it's been the last away game for some fans anyway. they won't want to make the trip down to Yeovil. I think 26 quid potential. The match day itself is not good enough. It's a rip-off. But it's one of those, okay, we're making savings at Yeovil, £5 to get in. But at the end of the day, fans are paying that. They want something, they want a reaction, they want to see us win. And we've got to make sure we go out there tomorrow. We need to put everything right, what we've been putting wrong. Now, Nuttall scoring again is another positive. Alan Holt back in the team is a positive. Even the lad from Crewe scoring, I've said I've been critical of him, but he did what he had to do on Friday. So come on, lads, up the game, up the tempo, and give ourselves a result to remember. Saturday, as we had no game, because we were playing Good Friday, I actually went and watched Chadderton FC, who lost 3-0 to Elmsmere Rangers in their cup semi-final. Quite a lot of Oldham fans there. It was nice actually to talk to former Oldham manager Pete Wild, who didn't just talk to us, he let on to me, let on to quite a few Oldham fans. I had a good chat with him. There was no audio, but it's good to see him doing well. He's happy being at Barrow at the moment. It made a point that he's done what he needs to do so far, which is keep him up. And fair plays, they were tipped for relegation at the start of the year. And it shows, again, you don't have to be a big, well-named footballer to make your way up the footballing ladder management-wise. And for me, still, good luck. It was nice to talk to Jeff Smith, a well-known Oldham fan over the years, and another lad who works in the North Stand called Pope. Both of them are just full of stories. And he introduced me to a third fan, I think, was also called Jeff. He told me about his first game being Bradford Park Avenue, away. He said it was 60s or 70s. And he told me he still has a scrapbook. I repeat, a scrapbook. In an era now it's all technology and mobile phones. It's good to hear that some of these older fans still have these little things that they've been doing for years. And it made me appreciate his support. Because like I say, he saw the glory years, he saw the time before it. And a tweet between me and OFC Memories a few weeks ago, also we thrive off the Royal years, but it made me think there are so many fans out there, players and stuff we probably don't hear about. So anyone here who's got stories and wants to share it, tell me, because I do want to push these videos more. I've had a lot of good feedback, I've had the odd comment. I'm planning to do this next season as well. So if you've got a story, hit me up. My Twitter account is Tommy_Oldham1. And I'll happily come and talk to you, and any ideas, throw them at me.
Here where Billy Alley was, right, we're running from here up to Cadwell, and then we have this stretch around Cadwell, Sweet Forest is in see where the left road on there. Oh, Diggy,
Blues on their way to Scunthorpe, all in good spirit. And Bin Man, how you doing, Bin Man?
Right,
just organising the coach today for Scunthorpe. Bin Man, Unsworth and all out.
Out.
Prediction for today?
1-1.
1-1. Good shout, that. Okay. What's your prediction for today?
2-2, I think, today.
Unsworth in or Unsworth out?
Out, unfortunately.
Understandable. Prediction for today?
I'm going to go for 2-1 to Latics.
Unsworth in or Unsworth out?
Out.
Right, thank you. What's your prediction?
4-1.
Unsworth in or Unsworth out?
Out.
Right, okay. Prediction?
2-0 win.
Unsworth in or out?
Out for me.
Fair point.
Shocking.
Prediction for today?
Stupidly, I think we'll win. Relegate Scunthorpe. I'm going to say 4-1 Oldham.
Unsworth in or out?
In for now until start of next season.
Fair point. At Glanford Park, we really need a win today, but I've got a feeling we're going to lose. Come on, Oldham, see you on the terraces.